Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we're going to hop right in. We're going to do the draft recap and customization. We're going to adjust roster, get depth charts settled. We'll hop into the season, do the playoffs, and then off season again. We ended the last episode very early. I had to go take a pee. Sorry. And that's the main thing. So we drafted Jason Wheeler, quarterback, maybe a replacement. Nate Harold, defensive tackle. Gerard Dorsett, corner, and Keenan Pierman. I think he was best available at the time. I can't quite remember. It's been a couple days or so. So let's get into it. Hey guys, meet Jason Wheeler, quarterback out of Wisconsin, right-handed, number 2, 6'3", 228, 22 years old. He will be one of our new QBs. Hopefully starter. I don't know. Depending on Chuck Griggs. Meet Nate Harold, defensive tackle, number 94, out of Ole Miss. 6'3", 298, 21 years old. Meet Gerard Dorsett, cornerback, number 37, out of Ole Miss. 5'9", 213, 23 years old. Meet Keenan Pierman, end, number 59, out of Indiana. 6'3", 247. He'll look real nice. So we have some very interesting stuff going on in training camp. Technically it says week 1 of preseason, but I'm calling it training camp as we are getting the team set up. Chuck Griggs is off contract this year. I just don't think he's really worth it, especially after last year. Jason Wheeler looks nice. I think we go with him. Tyree Jackson, of course, isn't the move. He's only 64, 28 years old. Josh Jacobs looks real good. Tony Pollard, not so much. Jordan Howard is an okay fullback for now. Our wide receiving core looks decent. I think as a committee they're great. I think somebody needs to step up and make that next step. I think Auden Tate's off contract. I think all 3 of our tight ends are off contract. If I'm 100% accurate on that. Bad news. People that we signed at the very beginning, after the first season, after the 12 overalls were there, and we went 0-16, and we had just the worst year ever. You know, the first group of free agents are coming off contract now, which is not great for us, to say the least. Another bad thing, we're losing a couple decent people, so we're gonna either A, have to trade them. Darren Cummings is one of them. Luke Morey is one of them. Other players, of course. Jeffrey Simmons is becoming old and isn't going to be worth his contract anymore. He hasn't really progressed either, so that's kind of bad. Some guys are going to be just moving on from the team, I guess you could say. Because we're not going to be able to spend all our money on certain places. We're going to either have to decide on Brennan, whether or not we want to keep him or trade him. There's going to be certain players that we're just going to have to let go of. There's going to be certain players that we're going to have to trade. People are going to have to move positions, so this is going to be a very difficult offseason, as we are going to have to just completely revamp the team again. So we're going into basically a year rebuild, probably, which sucks because we just made the playoffs and everything, but it happens sometimes. Big trade here. You may be questioning why I'm getting this player. Me too, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Chuck Griggs, a first-round pick, top 10 projected, and Darian Cummings. 2 guys off a contract this year that I'm not looking to retain, especially with drafting a end that is already higher than him. Because I think I'm going to move either A.J. Epineza or Chase Young inside to D-tackle to take Jeffrey Simmons' spot. And I just can't be wasting money on first-round picks anymore when I'm not getting, like, good investments back. Like, when they're just sitting on the bench wasting, like, 10 mil, like, anywhere from 4 to 10 mil a year. I can't be doing that. I'm going with Roquan Smith. He has 2 years left on his deal. We're going to bring him in. Hopefully he can provide something to that defense, and hopefully he can just be good, I guess. With this trade, we are trading Luke Morey for a backup running back. We need a backup running back. I think it's Sean Bartel. He has 2 years left on his deal. He's pretty cheap. We're going to bring him in. We're going to use him as much as possible. With probably the final trade of the offseason, Austin Hooper, Melvin Norris, and Auden Tate. 3 expiring contracts, 3 guys that are going to be turning 30 within the next year or two, or already 30. just don't need him. I think Brewster, even though he is coming off contract this year, I think he may be our tight end unless there is something in the draft that I'm considering. Auden Tate is a fourth or fifth string wide receiver at best on our roster now, and Melvin Norris was in a weird spot at 6th end. So we had to get rid of some people because we were over roster size. So last trade for 2 first-round picks from the Bengals. Okay, another weird trade. Sorry, I know I said that was the last trade, but we had to sign a couple. I signed a couple people, and one of them was a high overall at a position, so I was like, I kind of need him just because. Uh, Another guy we needed at tight end, so, and then extra linebacker. So Reuben Foster's out. He's a 68. He's off contract after this year. Allen's off. He's off a contract, I think, next year. I would say next year. Brian Tepper is a guy that we drafted, I think, last year. Didn't turn out so well. He only has a 640K cap hit, 640K cap penalty. So I just wanted to get him out of there. He's actually getting replaced by the high overall, so that's okay. V. Stuckey is apparently a rookie. His cap hit is 1.81. I don't know how much it is after this, but even if we trade him after this, he doesn't have a cap penalty for us. So the reason why he was so cheap to begin with, technically, was there was a higher end on the team at his position. So there was an 81 left end who has 2 years left, or it was him at 80 who's a rookie. I don't know if I want to start him over Pierman. So. Okay, so we have the depth chart ready. I'm going to show you guys it, and then we'll hop in and simulate to the mid-season mark. Okay, so we have the depth chart ready. I'm going to show it to you guys real quick. Going to be a little bit of a change. So Jason Wheeler and Tyree Jackson are our 2 quarterbacks. Not great to start off the year, but hopefully, Jason Wheeler is good. Hopefully, anyway. Running back goes as follow: Josh Jacobs, Bartell, Tony Pollard, and Jordan Howard. I'm actually going to move Jordan Howard up because he is actually on the other part of the running backs list a little higher. The fullbacks were just Jordan Howard and the tight ends. Peoples-Jones is going to move up. N'Keal Harry is getting up there in age. I'm going to see if Peoples-Jones can do something with it. Andy Isabella is 6th because he is also older as well. Matt Brewster, Breland, and Nick Boyle are our tight ends. Backup O-lineman and O-line as normal, basically. So, nothing too crazy there. Our left ends, the 2 guys that we brought in, a rookie that we drafted and then a rookie we traded for. Some right ends, basically the same thing. The D-line has just changed a little bit with A.J. Epineza going inside and Simmons getting pushed to the bench. So nothing crazy. Morrow is still our left outside linebacker. Quarterman is still here as well. And then that's the middle group. Marriott is going to be starting right outside linebacker. He is a better sub linebacker, so that is why him and Morrow are each getting the start instead of Quarterman. Ness, Means, Banta, Carmen, and Terrell are our 5 corners in that order. Briscoe, McKinney, and Dorsett, and then Brennan, Dorsett, and Borum. Kicker is Justin Tucker. Punter is J.K. Scott. Bartell is actually a very good kick and punt returner, so we're going to keep him in there, get him some extra reps. J.K. Scott will be our kickoff specialist. Our tight ends are going to be our long snappers. Josh Jacobs is going to be leading the 3rd down running back group. Bartell is technically better, but I'm going to keep Jacobs out there, see if he can do something extra with it. As well as Bartell is going to be 2nd instead of Jordan Howard on power back. Slot wide receiver is going to be Ruggs, Harry, and Hamler. Hopefully those guys can find something to do. Stuckey, Pierman, and Wilkes. I don't know. And then Cedric Bassey is also pretty bad at rushing the edge, so he's going to be behind Pierman. Pierman's going to get a lot of snaps, hopefully. Epineza is only a 79 at DT, so that is the bad part. The good news is he's not far behind Demarius Donnelly, and hopefully within a year he could be passing him. Roquan Marriott and Morrow are our sub linebackers. Slot corners are our Ness, Means, and Carmen. So it's funny how our taller corners are our slot corners, but whatever. I'll see you guys at the mid-season mark. Okay, so I just got done upgrading some of the guys, so you'll see some upgrades in overalls, of course. I forgot to turn Auto Scout back on, so I'm going to do that in a little bit. I will also scout with the points I do have. We have 3 big key guys. We have Ness, Brennan, and Brewster. I'm not 100% on Brewster yet. I'll have to see his numbers at the end of the year, but because what it will be his cap hit? 5 a year? That's not terrible. I definitely want to bring back Ness, though, as he is our top corner. We'll give him a 5-year deal. Actually, let's do a 6-year deal, because hopefully he'll get up to the 90s by the time he's like 28, and then he'll drop down to like 85 by the time he's like 32, hopefully. So, plus it does bring down the cap hit a little bit. So we have him re-signed. Let's try for Brennan as well. We'll give him a 6-year deal. He's back. I'm not quite sure on Brewster yet, like I said, so we'll keep an eye on him. So we're 5-2. I want to see the team real quick for development traits. Oh my God, Jason Wheeler is a god, except for he's only a 72. That's the bad part. The good news is he is a quarterback that has superstar X factor. Bad news is he's only a 72. Hopefully he can do something. Inside Deadeye, pocket Deadeye, and Omaha. So that seems a little like cheesy, but okay. Okay, so Chuck Griggs was slow. He's not terribly slow, but he has like pocket passing, like quarterback stuff, which is weird to me. I don't know if that's weird to you guys, but it's weird to me. So I'm going to scout, and then I will see you guys at the playoffs. So we have some good news. We did make the divisional. Well, we only went 10-6, and we got the free bye. What the? How bad was the? Wait, shouldn't we be playing in the playoffs this week then? No, the Chargers got fucking cheated. Wait, then why aren't the Jags in? I'm confuzzled, to say the least. The Chargers got cheated because the Chiefs are in their division. Oh, that fucking sucks. I don't know why we got the bye then, because the Jags are technically listed ahead of us, but I'll take it. So, I forgot to turn on auto scouting. God damn it. So, Drew Parker apparently has a new ability now, Secure Protector. So, that's always awesome to see. We're going to turn it on right now so that I can actually, like have it on. Scout. Yep, and weekly training still on. Cool. We do have some Coach XP. Let's go ahead and spend that, and then we'll get into the stats real quick of the season. Let's just do, I think tight end training boost needs it. And I don't think we're re-signing anybody, so I'm just going to hold on to the XP for now. Besides Brewster, we're not really re-signing anybody, so it's not that big of a deal. So, stats. Jason Wheeler doesn't look, that's not bad. That's what Chuck Griggs was putting up. And we would have had to be paying Chuck Griggs like $38 million if we wanted to franchise tag him. I will take that from a quarterback of his caliber. Josh Jacobs, good year. Bartell, decent year, 10 touchdowns. The 3.9 is the biggest problem for me, but it's not that big of a problem. Henry Ruggs, good year. Hopefully he gets an upgrade in development. Peoples-Jones, good year for at least yards and average. Brewster, good year. N'Keal Harry, a decent year for how many catches he had. I mean, this was not a bad team. Sacks is the biggest thing. Jalen Hillman, come on, dude. I just paid you, too. I expect this from the tackles because they always get screwed in simulation. But you letting up 9 sacks on the interior is crazy. Matt Marriott had a very good year. Tackles for a loss, 14. Epineza, 12 for Donnelly, 8 for Marriott, 6 for Young, 5 for Stuckey. Sacks, I already see some decent numbers. 10 for Epineza from the inside, 6 from Stuckey, 5.5 from Donnelly. Chase Young at 4.5. That's not good, dude. You have to be getting sacks if I'm paying you. We had a bunch of picks. We had 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, if I counted correctly. not bad at all. Forced fumbles, only 4. We only recovered 1. Blocked kicks, none. Safeties, 1 by Donnelly, and 1 touchdown by Marquise Brennan. Kicking, Justin Tucker was basically perfect on point afters. 1 miss is okay. He was up near 50, so that's decent. If he could have gotten 1 more field goal made instead of a miss, that I would have been very happy. J.K. Scott needs to go up inside the 20. Bartell had a kick return touchdown, which is huge. So he's making an even bigger impact. So now I'm not completely mad about his numbers. Jason Wheeler better have won Rookie of the Year. I mean, granted, it won't help him at all. We were 9th in Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Wheeler at 8. No, the Dolphins Defensive Player of the Year. Roquan at 6. Surprise, Marriott's not there. Jason Wheeler wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. No, the Dolphins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Stuckey was right there. Just going to roll through. Quentin Nelson won Best O-Lineman. That's it for the rest of the awards. Not a bad year. It's not a bad year. So we'll go ahead and hop into the playoffs here, and we will get going. Remember, rules are we have to be down by more than 2 scores to jump in. So hopefully my team can just take over and win this. We better beat these Bengals. They can't win in playoffs. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. So we are tied here in the first. We do go up 3, which is always great to see. We always like to be the first team on the board. They go down and they score, and we come back right away. Good job, Jason Wheeler. I'm hoping it was him, or it was either him or Josh Jacobs. So tied 10-10. Come on. Unless it's like 3 minutes left in the game, and if we have ball, or like that's another type of like stipulation. Like I'm allowed to like hop in at the end of the game if we're down. So we go up 20-17. Game is on the line. Let's go ahead and hop in. I don't remember what settings the sliders are on, so hopefully we can just play well enough here. It's Hooper, one of the guys we traded away. He's coming off contract, so we didn't really need him all that much. Roquan there with the tack. Nope, Ness, sorry. I just saw the star. I don't even know where my zone's at. It's deep down here. I think I'm playing a third. They only have 1 timeout left. They choose to use it after burning off 6 seconds, which means if they would have used it at the 6-second mark and only used like 3 seconds on the play clock, then they would have been fine, but they didn't. So now they don't have time to run to the line, if anything. Tackle them inbounds, and that's game. That's our game. So we go ahead and beat Joe Burrow at our stadium. We are moving on to the next round. If it's the Chiefs that won, then we are heading to KC. If it is not, then we will be staying at home. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Defense shutting down Joe Mixon. Same amount of carries, almost double the yards for Josh Jacobs. Is always great to see. Bartell only had 1 rush, so. Receiving, Joe Mixon, just at the end, he caught like 3 passes, so I think those numbers are a little inflated. This is also a little decreased. But we're going to go ahead and look at Dolphins. Nobody really spectacular off the board. I think it was definitely a run game for us today. Only giving up 2 sacks, which is always nice to see. Tackles by Ness and Roquan Smith led the way. Any sacks? Only 1 for Chase Young. Interceptions? None. And forced fumbles? None. Justin Tucker was perfect on the day. J.K. Scott was awesome. 51 yards is an average after net. It's always great to see. Good game from us. Passing attack should be a little bit more deadly, hopefully, in the coming weeks. But if we can run the ball like that every week, I'm fine. So, see you guys in the next game. We do have a weekly award from Josh Jacobs, 24 carries, 160 yards, 6.7 yards per carry, 1 rushing touchdown, 3 receptions for 36 yards, and a receiving touchdown. So he was the only one to score touchdowns in the game. So we are in Arrowhead this time. It is snowing. They go up 7. The biggest problem is definitely going to be Patrick Mahomes. Is how well is he going to sling that rock around, and how much can our defense hold up? So as they go up 17-14 now, I was about to jump in, but then I realized that we scored again. So they go up 24-21. If they get another score, we are allowed to hop in. Nope, 31-28 now. Make a big stop here. 2 minutes left. Let's get this stop. Let's move on to the Super Bowl. This is going to be very tough with Patrick Mahomes back there, as there is only 2 minutes left. So if he does make this first, we are going to stay in, and we are going to try to force a field goal at least. I bit on it, and I thought it said make a big stop. It didn't say third down. Never mind. Since they are already so close to the first down, we're not gonna take our chances and call a timeout. We're gonna call timeout now though. No. I'm stupid. Please don't hurt me, Patrick Mahomes. He drops it. What is that? O'Donnelly? Is it Donnelly? Yeah, Donnelly. Reads it, breaks it up. We have 2 timeouts to work with now, but we are down 6, which is the big thing. We're going to have to go down and score in 1:12. We do have 2 timeouts. I don't feel like using the first one right away, and I don't feel like using the second one in a dire situation. I think we can get up to the line of scrimmage and hopefully snap and spike the ball. This is going to be my first time using Bartell then. And I hate how nobody seals the edge in this game, though. That's the biggest problem, I think. He looks pretty decent. So this is the first time using Jason Wheeler. He only has a superstar thing for some reason. I don't know if it's for whatever reason, but I didn't think he was going to bite that hard, but at least it's just an incompletion and not a pick. Like I said, I don't really remember what the sliders are on, so we are going to have to play this a little conservative while also trying to push the ball. I do like wearing the throwbacks just for the fact of they do look good as hell. They look better than the normal ways. That's all I got to say. Henry Ruggs open. First down. Got to keep it moving. Got to keep it going. People just take your man out of the way if you guys are playing man anyway. So we're going to get sacked there. I tried to step up, but you know how it is. On all Madden, you step up, you get rocked. It's that simple. That's another sack. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt big time. That probably makes this very hard. Go, Ruggs, go! Henry Ruggs. That ties up the game. Now we just have to kick the field goal. Don't be blocked. Don't be blocked. Don't be blocked. I hit X! You gotta be fucking with me right now. You have to be fucking with me. Oh my god, I just fucking shanked the kick. I got so nervous. I don't know why I hit it so soon. God damn it. I was like, why isn't he in ice? And I remembered it was Justin Tucker, and he's like one of the only kickers to have like not be iced. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna run the clock out. If we can force a fumble here, that'd be fucking phenomenal. Yeah, we're just gonna let the clock run out if they want to. Okay, nope. Okay, they called a timeout after the run, but then they make a good, decent chunk of yards, and they don't feel like calling the timeout with one left and just throwing up a prayer. We're going to receive the kick. I'm going to let the CPU take over. I know it's risky, but I think it's a little too much. I think I shouldn't be playing at this point. It's not the end of the game. I mean, it technically is. So I did get them the ball, though. That is the good thing. So we're going to go play-by-play, I think. So, kickoff, touchback, -3, 6. There's a big play to Brewster, incomplete, 10-yard reception, 3-yard run, 4-yard run, 3-yard run, incomplete pass. -7-yard sack, 2-yard rush, -2-yard rush. We got the ball back. 3-yard rush, 8-yard reception, 7-yard rush, and we win the game. Let's go. We're moving on to the Super Bowl, and I don't even know what fucking year this is. I'm not even keeping track at this point. Year 7, 8, something around there? I don't know. What a game by us. We're moving on to the Super Bowl. This would be the year, too. Like, rookie quarterback on a good deal. That's the thing. If we go on to the Super Bowl, now the rules are definitely going to be in place here fully. I'm not allowed to jump in unless it's 2 scores or unless there's 2 minutes left in the game and we are down by more than 3. So, here comes the big thing then. Do we, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys when we get into the game. Here's a quick look at the team before we hop into the Super Bowl. Looking real nice. O-line looking real nice as well. Basically even across the board. We have a 99 in the middle, 285s on each side, and then an 81 on each side. The superstar on the right side does unbalance it a little bit. Wide receiving core is probably the most desperate need going into free agency after the Super Bowl, as well as running back if Bartell leaves us after next year. Wheeler's looking real nice in an 81. Our D-line looking real nice as well. Pierman still hasn't found his thing out. Means and Ness are monsters. Briscoe and Brennan are both monsters as well. Linebacking core looking solid as ever. Let's hop in. So we are in. Let's get it going. So let's just hope we can win. If not, we still got like 3 more years of our rookie quarterback on his deal, so that's not bad. We are down by 10, so next thing I can jump in. Here we go. We're breaking out the orange alternates. Oh my god, that's not great. I was hoping for a hit stick animation. I didn't fucking get one. They're up 17-0 now. I'm not allowed to hop in on the next thing as well. Am I going to get one? Jesus. Minute 35. We're down 27. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Better overall, better team. One of their linebackers, their like highest overall linebacker, middle linebacker, is a 72. Like, what the fuck? I'm stupid. That's my fault. They go up 34-0. It's a fucking blowout at this point. There's no chances of us coming back. At this point, it's just, do we have pride to stay in the game? Oh, yeah, and that safety is Shaheem Carter. You know, the guy that we passed up for Xavier McKinney, who literally got replaced. Yeah. Isn't it wonderful? I didn't see anything. I didn't have People Jones. I didn't have Ruggs. Brewster was going to get tackled. Didn't have anybody on the right side either. So we're down 41-0. It's not even giving me a prompt anymore. I don't think we can come back, but I'm going to try a little bit. Yes, fucking release already. Jesus. Yeah, this game's over. It is. Giving up the first Super Bowl to the Vikings. That's embarrassing. I can't even throw. Like, that's how fucking... That is Cody Barton. That is the 72 overall making a play right there, in which he is running the other way, stops and puts his hand out and just randomly hits the ball. You gotta be fucking with me, dude. And then Ruggs doesn't turn upfield when he catches the fucking football. Because if I would have possession catch, he would have went for a toe tap. So, and if I go for a aggressive catch, he's gonna jump up and he's gonna get hit in midair. So, yeah, game over. We get blown out. I'm skipping. 48-0. That's wonderful. I understand I threw a pick, and I missed that one tackle, but Jesus Christ. You don't give me a thing for almost 10, 12 minutes of the game. They go up from 10-0 to 17-0 because I missed the tackle. They go up from 17 to 27. Then you finally give me something, and I throw a pick, and then they go up 34-0, and then game over. And that's wonderful. And you don't give me anything until, what, 1 minute left in the third? Thanks. Like, we're going to head to the offseason. We're going to let Brewster walk. I don't really want him. Nick Boyle retired. The other two don't need. Okay, so we got to replace a few positions where some guys are also turning like 29 this year. So I'm planning on future pieces coming in hopefully as well. Tight ends, corners, safeties, another linebacker, fullback as well are the most key important ones that we are trying to replace backup-wise anyway. Brewster, we're offering him a one-year deal to come in, just play 1 year for us again. It's kind of expensive, but if he's only here for a year, it'll work out fine. I don't know if there's any good tight ends in the draft. We'll hopefully see if there are any. If there's not, we're kind of shit out of luck, and it will be a good signing by us then. Everybody else is just good role pieces. Cole Kmet is just a good backup just in case Brewster doesn't sign. Everybody else just good backups. If most of those guys don't sign, I'm not completely mad. We do have backups still in play. I just want to get newer ones in that are younger. Taking a look at free agency, we did get Matt Brewster on that 1 year deal, Dre Greenlaw, and Jeff Friedman. He is a blocking tight end, but whatever. Some guys notable in free agency, Trent Brown, La'el Collins, some kickers and stuff. Free safety I negotiated with. I'll have to look to see if there's any good fullbacks left. I don't know if there will be. Yeah, Derek Watts is probably the best one. So we might move that tight end, sign somebody else as well to tight end. I don't know yet. Let's get into the draft. With this pick, it's not a great pick. I want to do it, but... Okay, so for some reason, the auto scout decided to scout O-linemen, D-linemen, linebackers, corners. I'm like, really? We need running backs, we need tight ends, we need wide receivers. You didn't scout really many. This is a pretty good talent at 26. I'm going to take him. Hopefully he's just decent enough. He's 72 with hidden. I'm going to start him probably, see what he can do, see how well he can play, and hopefully he just balls out for us for some random reason. With this next pick, we are going a safety. He looks too good to pass up. A minus hit power, B plus pursuit, B play rec. He's a second round corner, 6'3", 200 pounds. He's projected first round. Well, is a first round talent, 7.2 at the combine. He looks very good. He's a 74 with normal, 13 in class. We took him at 31. I would have been happy taking him with the next pick at 13 in the second round, but this is okay as well. With this trade, we're sending our two second rounders and a fourth rounder of this year to the Vikings for a first. Yes, they did blow us out. Yes, we are giving them draft capital, but there's nobody left on my board. There's a running back that was projected in the first round who is a first round talent, but only is a 6.1 at the combine. No thanks. Yeah, just not great scouting by the CPU this year. So I know this is kind of cheesy, but we are sending a 3, a 4, and Dre Greenlaw to the Chiefs. He's not going to get much playing time for us. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. Hopefully he doesn't pick us off in the AFC Championship next year. We are getting a first from them next year. Just like I said, no good draft availability. With the final trade of the episode, probably because I think all we're going to do is customize the draft picks and then we'll end it. 2 5s and a 6 of this year sent over to the Patriots for a 4 of next year. Just a good trade up for us. No draft. Looking at the draft recap, we did not do bad for late first round picks. They're not bad. The only problem with Manny Hicks is that he is 23 and only a 72 overall. So by the time he's out of his contract, he's going to be 28 if you take his 5th year option, if he does good enough for you to select his 5th year option. If I didn't say it before, I think I declined Morrow's 5th year option and I took Timmy Means' 5th year option. Timmy Means is definitely a guy that I want to keep around. Morrow, I think I'm just going to let Quarterman play next year. I seriously think so. I think Quarterman is well-rounded enough. I think we're going to let him play, let his contract ride out, maybe trade Morrow as well. I'm going to show you guys a couple players that I wanted to hopefully fall to me after the CPU didn't do so well. Wow, this Cooper Gardner is actually hella decent. He is a high overall, so he probably doesn't have that great of development, is normally what happens. Anthony Spikes was good. I liked him. I wasn't feeling like trading up for him. Yeah, this was the best tight end. Calvin Buck out of Florida State, 69 overall, 23 years old. This is the other guy. Just not good picks. Even if they do have even if they have superstar X factor, those aren't good picks. Another guy that I liked was Kari Anthony, 76 overall, not bad. Where is the running back that I wanted? There was a running back that I wanted. Where'd he go? I wanted Marquis Poole, but I knew he was a receiving back, and those always kind of throw me off because I'm like, they can't really play power back then, but then power back can't play receiving back. I really wanted Demetrius Stoudemire. He looked good on just combine and his grades and stuff. He went 1 pick before us, which I was kind of mad about. I was like, damn, I should have maybe traded up to 20 or so. But it is what it is. It is nothing you can really do about it. There was nobody else that I really wanted in the draft class. Like I said, the CPU did not do a very good job anyway. So I'm going to customize these guys, and then we will get out of here. To be honest, I didn't do much to him. His helmet was pretty decent. I liked it on him. The only thing I really did was change his gloves to the primary colors because I didn't want black gloves. So that's it, and I changed his number, so he looks decent. Manny Hicks, wide receiver out of Michigan State, number 15, 6'5", 221, 23 years old. Like I said, that is his downfall. This is the second draft pick, Anthony Sheffield, strong safety out of UCLA, number 39, 6'3", 200 pounds, 21 years old. He looks very good. I didn't have to change it much. All I did was change the tape again because he was wearing, I changed the tape this time. Last time I changed the gloves. He was wearing black tape, and I didn't really like that, so. So this is the best lineup currently at the moment. The only difference is the rookie is going to go up to number 2. I want him playing. Peoples-Jones is going to be playing. I think N'Keal Harry's going to get traded. Tony Pollard, we need a backup. We need a third-string running back. The O-line looking decent. Linebacking core looking decent. Is Quarterman already fucking regressing? Yes, he is. He's a 28-year-old. God damn it. That means Marriott's also 28. Fuck, Morrow might actually have to stay. Yeah, because he'll only be 25. Yeah, so Morrow's going to stay. Quarterman's out. Marriott's going to stay as well, but I think Morrow's going to flip over to the right side, and he is also going to play sub-linebacker with Roquan. Yes, I know it might hurt the team a little bit, but it is what it is. D-line looking fine as well. Stuckey, I think, will play since he has the scheme fit. And then Justin Tucker and J.K. Scott going strong as ever. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.